Strange Block Beats.
Shadows rise but can't hide the light. The truth cuts deeper than the night. Feet like bronze and fire in his eyes. No throne can stand where justice flies. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess. The black Yahshua reigns in righteousness. No chains can hold, no lies suppress. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess. Mountains quake, rivers part, and all the heavens tremble at his call. From the dust he lifts the broken low. Kings and crowns will fall and go. Lion of Judah, roar through the land. The earth will tremble by your hand. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess. The black Yahshua reigns in righteousness. No chains can hold, no lies suppress. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess. The first, the last, the voice that spoke, the burning bush, the yoke that broke. He walks through fire, does not burn. To him all nations will return. The first, the last, the voice that spoke, the burning bush, the yoke that broke. He walks through fire, does not burn. To him all nations will return.
A big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the beloved CUC family. Big salute to my brother Shorsham. Love you, boy. And big salute to Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Before I end this live today, I created a song to all those who've been supporting me and showing me magnificent love. And I made a song to thank y'all, just for, I appreciate everybody who support the channel, who support the word of the Most High Yah in spirit and in truth. So I just wanted to show my gratitude and appreciation by making a song for the family. So I'll play it at the end. But as you see the title, who are the two mountains of brass? Who are the two mountains of brass? I asked this question on my channel because I have a little series where I ask questions and I let people give their answer. It's not a wrong or right answer. I just let people get a understanding. So I say, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do a lesson on this and let the Bible just break down to our people and give them the understanding of who are the two mountains of brass. So it's in the book of Zechariah. And we're going to deal with this, family. I'm going to let the Bible do all the talking. Let the Bible interpret the Bible. The Bible is about to break this down to you, not KJ. I'm just going to read it. And the Bible going to give you the understanding. So like I always like to say, get your Bible. Get you some pen and paper, family. Write these scriptures down and study. Please study to show yourself approved. So that way, when you bring this truth to your family, you actually know what you're talking about to feed them. That's the first thing they're going to say. I'm telling you, I know. They're going to say, oh, man, you don't know what you're talking about. But once you get equipped with this Bible and they see you do know what you're talking about, don't you know that by y'all giving you understanding, you can shut down gainsaying? I did it to my kinfolk. I did it to my kinfolk through the Spirit, to where he stopped arguing with me and he just accepted the truth for what it is. Actually told me, man, you know what you be talking about, bro. I got to be honest. You know what you be talking about. And he stopped arguing with me. So when you know what you're talking about, it can stop people from trying to argue against the scriptures. But if you don't know what you're talking about, our families love to make mockery. Oh, man, they don't even know what he talking about. Tell about they can't eat pork and he don't even know what scripture to go to. Y'all know our family love to do that. Oh, man, put that Bible down, boy. You don't know what you talk. You don't. How many times you read the Bible? Then everybody in the house laughing at you. This is why he say study to show yourself approved, not being ashamed. Because our people can make some mockery. They can make you feel bad. Laugh at you. Say all kind of things about you. But if you know what you're talking about, you can shut all that down in the house. This coming from somebody who didn't use the word and the spirit and then proved it to people, and they had to be quiet in the Most High's presence and Yahshua's presence. So you just got to know. You just got to study. You just got to eat. You got to drink. And you'll be able to edify your family. Let's get it. The first script, man, this is a very short lesson. Look, a brother told me, man, K. Judah, can you please stop saying you about to get up out of here? He said, man, I be enjoying the lesson. And you be like, man, I'm about to go, y'all. I got to get up out of here. I love you, brother, but I don't like to, have long lessons. That's why I get in and get out, let the word do it, handle his business. And then I try to get up out of there because you don't want to do these long lessons, like 2, 3, 4 hours. Now that's too long, brother. That's too long to do a lesson. I say about a good hour or so. That's good right there. A good lesson about an hour and some change. 3, 4 hours, boy. No. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 6. And KJ gonna pick it up at verse 1. The first thing we need to find out is, what do mountains represent? Pretty sure some people may know. What do mountains represent in the Bible? We're going to let the Bible break down the Bible. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Shabbat shalom to the whole nation of Israel. Pray for our children, family. They coming up missing. 34 children in 24 hours came up missing in Washington, D.C. And it ain't just Washington. It's also Virginia. It ain't just Virginia. They kidnapping our children, young girls, and they also kidnapping adult women and adult men. They're extracting our melanin, they stealing organs, and they stealing our genes. If you haven't watched the TV show called Supercell, you need to watch it. Watch Supercell. These people put it right in our face what they do to us. Watch they clone Tyrone. Watch these movies, y'all. They telling us what they do to us. They don't do this to nobody else because you have what they want. So I'm praying for all of our people that Yah keep the hedge of protection on all the nation of Israel because he see what they doing. But I pray that Yah protect his children, protect the little ones, protect our women, protect our brothers, protect our elderly, protect them. Keep the hedge of protection on them, Yah. Zechariah chapter 6 and verse 1. We're going to break this down piece by piece. Zechariah chapter 6. And your brother KJ going to pick it up at verse 1. And it reads, and I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains, and the mountains was mountains of brass. What do mountains represent, KJ? Let's let the Bible tell you. Let's go to Jeremiah 51, verse 1 through 2. Then I'm going to tell you when I'm going to skip down. Jeremiah. And then we coming right back to Zechariah in a good minute. Hold up. We're going to Jeremiah, then the book of Daniel, then we're going back to Zechariah. So hold your mark in Zechariah. Jeremiah 51, verse 1 through 2. We got to find out, what do mountains represent in the Bible? Jeremiah 51. And your brother K. Judah going to pick it up at verse 1 and 2. And then I'm going to tell you when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, thus said your Elohim, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, and that rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble, they shall be against her round about. Jump down to verse 25. Verse 25. And it reads, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. Oh, I got it. Mountains represent kingdoms. First, he told us about Babylon. Then in verse 25, he say Babylon has been a destroying mountain, meaning a destroying government, a destroying kingdom. So mountains represent kingdoms in the Bible, family. Now, I want you to know, according to the scriptures, the Babylon in Jeremiah 51 is not Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. Why, KJ? Because Nebuchadnezzar Babylon was not taken down by many nations. But the Babylon he's talking about in Jeremiah, he's going to raise up many nations against this Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon was not taken down by war. His son went crazy one night, told his people to bring out the cups of gold from the temple that came from Jerusalem that Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple. He threw a party. They got drunk. This man started to praise cups of gold and silver. And a hand came out of nowhere and said, many, many to care you forest, and your kingdom is weighed in the balance. You are found wanted, and it has been given to the Medes and the Persians. And Nebuchadnezzar's son died that night. It wasn't no battle. It wasn't no battle. But the Babylon in Jeremiah 51 is going to be a terrible battle. It's called World War III. So now you got your answer when he said 4 chariots came from between 2 mountains. One of the mountains is the European Union, which is the nation that sit in the West. The European Union. Mystery Babylon. Yes, that's the EU. You know, with the 10 horns. How you know that's the EU, KJ? I think you just making stuff up, brother. Let me finish verse 25, and I'm going to show you that it's talking about the EU. Because the Bible say prove everything, right? That's what the book say, prove everything. So let's prove it. Verse 25 again. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, meaning destroying government, said your Elohim, which destroys all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Hold on, why you gonna burn the mountain? No, I'm gonna burn his kingdom. The mountains ain't do nothing against Yahshua. That's how we know mountains represent kingdoms. Mountains represent government. He gonna burn their government, their kingdom. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 2. And I'm gonna pick it up at verse 1. And I gotta open up my window to show you this. Because Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. And he saw an image. And I want y'all to see this image that he saw. And something happened when he had this dream. Let's look at it. Okay. First, let's go to this one. Let's deal with this image first. Because this is what he saw. Okay, Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 2. And verse 1. This lesson is so short, family. I'm telling you, it's very short. Because once y'all find out who these mountains are and who gonna fight who, then you'll understand that the 2 mountains of brass represent 2 kingdoms. And these 2 kingdoms are gonna fight in World War III. But we're gonna let the Bible break it down to you. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 1. That's why when Yahshua say, when I come back, I will destroy mountains and hills. Hold up, time out. Yahshua, the mountains ain't do nothing against you. Or the hills. Why would you destroy mountains and hills? He's talking about big governments and little governments. Big kingdoms and small kingdoms. I'm going to destroy mountains, big governments, and hills, little governments. The book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 1. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, and in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. Jump down to verse 19 to 21. Verse 19 to 21. And let's see what he said. 19 to 21. Now Nebuchadnezzar had a dream. So he called the soothsayers, the Chaldeans, the sorcerers, witchcraft, all these people to try to interpret his dream. They tell Nebuchadnezzar, man, we can't interpret your dream. The only people who can interpret your dream is the gods who are not of this world. So Nebuchadnezzar got so mad, he said, man, go kill all the wise men. That boy Daniel said, man, what is going on? They come tell Daniel, man, Nebuchadnezzar say, kill all the wise men. That boy Daniel went and prayed to his Elohim. He said, man, hold up, man. Let me go pray. Tell this man to slow down. Let me go talk to my Elohim. Y'all see the relationship we have with our Elohim that other nations don't have? Daniel said, hold up, pause. Let me go talk to my Elohim. Hey, Father Yahweh, give me the understanding of the dream. Boom. Give it to Daniel. In that moment, Daniel got it. What did Daniel say? Verse 19, boy, hey, y'all don't understand the relationship you have with your Elohim. This is what people want. Only Daniel could interpret the dream. Only Daniel could interpret the dream, which is a Hebrew, which is an Israelite, nobody else. Y'all see that relationship we have with our Elohim? He gave it to Daniel. He didn't give it to the soothsayers. He didn't give it to those necromancers, people who do all that witchcraft. Nah, he didn't give it to them. He gave it to Daniel. What did Daniel say? Verse 19 to 21. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the Elohim of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of our Elohim forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. And he changed the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set it up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. Jump down to verse 31 and 35. What did Nebuchadnezzar dream? Let's see. Verse 31 and 35. And it reads, thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image had a head of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. I want you to know this, and you can go fact check me right now if you want to. The reason why it was mixed with part clay and part iron, this is the dividing Roman Empire. It was divided. It was split up. A lot of these nations do not mingle themselves with each other, but for the reason of bringing this mystery Babylon system back together, they're going to mingle themselves together, family, even though iron and clay don't mix. This is the dividing Roman Empire. Because remember, Rome took a deadly blow in 476 AD, but the deadly blow was healed through who? The EU. That's why what I'm about to read finna blow your mind. Verse 32 again. This image head was of fine gold, Nebuchadnezzar, and his breast and arms of silver, the Medes and the Persians. His belly and his thighs of brass, that's the Greek Empire. And his legs of iron and feet, part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest, till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon the feet time out. Why did you hit the feet? I'm confused. Because you said a head of gold, that's Nebuchadnezzar, Babylon. And then you say breasts and arms of silver, that's the Medes and the Persians. Then you said the belly and thighs of brass, that's Greece. And then you said the two legs of iron, that's Rome. But then you said the feet of iron and clay. Who is that? That's the 10 horns, family, and the little horn in the book of Daniel chapter 7. So why do it have 10 horns? Just like you have 10 toes. So why did the stone hit the toes and not the thighs and belly, not the chest area, not the head? It hit the toes. Why, family? Because the 10 toes represent the 10-horn kingdom. And the 10-horn kingdom is called the EU, which is also called the Big Ten. They will be the last ruling kingdom before Yahshua come. And the stone hit the toes because the toes represent the Big Ten. What did this stone become, though, after it hit the toes? What did the stone become after it hit the 10 toes? This is what it did. Look, you see what it hit? It hit the toes, family. Let me make sure this thing is big. Okay, there we go, right here. Yeah, gotta make it big. Let me go back. There we go. It hit the toes. Why, KJ? Here it go. Verse 33. His legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the shaft of the summer threshing floor. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, a great government, a great kingdom. Knowledge. There you go, fam. That same stone became a great mountain. And that great mountain is the kingdom of Yahshua HaMashiach. So mountains do represent governments. Did not the Bible say the government should be up on his shoulder? Talking about Yahshua. A government is a kingdom. Mountains represent kingdoms. So Nebuchadnezzar dreamed a dream, and he saw a stone cut out of the mountains and hit the 10 toes. Who do the 10 toes represent? Before I go back to Zechariah, I got to show you this. Let's go to Revelation 13. One of the mountains is the EU, family, which is called the European Union, which is also called the Big Ten. The Big Ten. These are 10 nations that form the European Union. They have multiple nations with the EU, but guess what? How many did Yah say it's going to get down to? He said only 10. This is the original 10. But I think the United Kingdoms left the European Union, due to some, religious disagreements. But somebody going to join. Somebody going to become that 10th nation. But I know, according to history, the European Union was established by 10 countries, which is called the Big Ten. We read this in Revelation 13. Let's get it. Revelation 13. And now I'm about to read about this. Right. Let me get it for y'all. Hold up. All I gotta do is put beast in here. Beast. There we go. Right here. No, not that. Not that. I said beast. Y'all see this? Y'all see them crowns on the head? This is what it's talking about when the stone hit the toes. When you look at this picture, there's 10 horns on this beast, 10 crowns on 10 heads, 10 crowns on 10 heads. Let me show you another way you can look at it. Look at this picture. I'm gonna bring it in real close. Look at this. What y'all see? These are individuals with crowns on their head. And there's 10 of them. This is the European Union, y'all. Each one of them have crowns on their head, fam. The Bible is a true book. See, I don't argue people down when they say America is Mystery Babylon the Great. I don't got time to argue with people. I go by what the book say and what history bear witness to. America don't have no nation that represent no 10 crown nation nowhere. America is a daughter of Mystery Babylon, but she is not Mystery Babylon. Why? Because we know America is a wicked entity. The Bible says mystery. Mystery is something that has not yet been revealed. What has not yet been revealed to the world, even though we know about the Inquisition? They think the Pope and the Catholic Church is one of the most holiest churches on earth. They must forgot history. You have a religious part and you have the economic part of this beast system. That same red dragon in the book of Revelations, he's over this beast system, the religious part and the economic part. Satan gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. People must have forgot. The Pope is the king of the earth, not Trump. I'm just keeping it real. They bow down to the Pope, not Trump. They kiss the Pope's hand, not Trump. You know, like when you bow down to a king, you kiss his hand. They do that to the Pope. They don't do that to Trump. So this beast system supersedes America, man. This is talking about the European Union, man. Let's go to Revelation 13, man. We let the Bible go ahead and speak. Revelation 13, man. Let me see if I can find these crowns that I see on this picture. First, we got to find the same beast system that I just read about in the book of Daniel. Can we do that? Right here. Is this the same beast system that's in Revelation 13? I think it is. Revelation 13, verse 1. And I stood up on the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Where we get the 7 heads from? Y'all remember in the book of Daniel chapter 7, it was 10 horns, right? The last person who tried to revive the Roman Empire was Berto Mussolini. He was the last one. 3 was plucked up by the roots, which left 7. You had the Ostrogoths, the Vandals, and the Herlians. They was plucked up by the roots. It left 7. Wasn't 10 no more. If 3 got plucked up, that's 7. So he said 7 heads and 10 horns. Let's keep reading. Verse 13 and verse 1. And I stood up on the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And upon his horns, 10 crowns. What you see up on this picture again? They have crowns on their head, family. How is this America? Look. Don't argue with your brother. Just prove the facts. What leaders in America where you have 10 people ruling at one time? Where's the 10 crowns at for each one of these people in America? That's all I'm asking, man. He said 10 crowns, not 1. You have 1 president at a time. The European Union, it consists of 10 rulers in their nation that make up this EU. Did you know when you join the EU, you got to give up some of your sovereignty, your power? Didn't the Bible say they're going to give their power to the beast? You got to do that when you join the EU. You got to give up some of your sovereignty, some of your power, just like the Bible said. And I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. That's the Greek Empire. And his feet as the feet of a bear, Medes and Persian Empire. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion, Nebuchadnezzar. And the dragon, y'all remember, Rome was so terrible, he just says a terrible beast. There was no animal to describe Rome to. You just call it a terrible beast. And the dragon gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. Who did he give great authority to? The Pope. And also whoever going to be this temperate leader ruling over the economic part of this EU. They're going to have a ruler. ruling over this EUB system. We already know the Pope. He gonna rule from the religious side. But then you're gonna have the man over the European Union ruling from the economic side. That's why the Bible say these both was cast alive in the lake of fire. He didn't say he was cast alive. He said these both. Who is these both? The man ruling from the economic part and the man ruling from the religious part. They make up the beast system. That's why he said these both was cast alive. Not one man, but two men that make up this beast system. One ruling from his seat of the economic and one ruling from his seat as the religious head, which is the Pope. Which is the Pope. So there you go, fam. That he gave him his power, his seat, and great authority. It's the same beast system that Nebuchadnezzar dreamed about, which went from Babylon all the way down to Rome. And when I read Revelation 13, it named the same animals in the book of Daniel chapter 7 that make up this Revelation 13. We call that knowledge now. Let's go back to let's go back to Zechariah chapter 6, and this time verse 1 through 5. And I'll open the window up when I need it again. Zechariah chapter 6, and this time verse 1 through 5. So now we understand that mountains represent governments. We got that part out the way. But now we got to find out, why did these 4 chariots come from between these 2 mountains? What do these horses represent? What is their job to do? Let's find out. Zechariah chapter 6, verse 1 through 5. Zechariah chapter 6, verse 1 through 5. And I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came 4 chariots out from between 2 mountains. And the mountains was mountains of brass. In the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariot, black horses, and in the third chariot, white horses, and in the fourth chariot, grizzle and bay horses. That sound familiar, huh, y'all? It sound like the horses in Revelation 6, huh? You remember one was red, black, grizzle looking, and the other one was white. You know, the man of sin was on the white horse, and then the red and black horse, and the other horse was destruction that he was bringing. These are the same color horses, but guess what? It makes sense. Why, KJ? Because these horses in Zechariah 6 also is the same color as the horses in Revelation 6. So why are they coming from between these mountains? Because these mountains represent kingdoms, and these angels' jobs is to do what, KJ? Let's keep reading. Verse 3. And in the third chariot, white horses, and in the fourth chariot, grizzle and bay horses. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, what are these, my Lord? And the angel answered and said unto me, these are the 4 spirits of the heavens, which go from standing before the Lord of all the earth. Oh, what are their jobs though? Listen to what he just said. He said, these are the 4 spirits that go from before the Lord of the whole earth. What are these angels' jobs to do? What are they doing when they're coming from between these 2 mountains? Let's go to Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 1. Then I'm going to jump down to verse 7 through 11. Zechariah chapter 1 and verse 1. Then I'm going to jump down to verse 7 through 11. What is his job? Let's see. Zechariah 1 verse 1. And in the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of our Elohim unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Edu, the prophet, saying, have y'all noticed this is why I always start at verse 1? Did you notice that Zechariah was also in the reign of Darius? Also Daniel? Also Ezekiel was also in this captivity, the 70-year captivity of Babylon, and also Jeremiah. Did y'all know that? It said that Zechariah was prophesying in the time of Darius. Daniel went in 2 more years into the Medes and Persian rule and reign. So Daniel was confused. He was like, hold up, man, you said 70 years, man. Why I'm still here? So he had to go read the books of Jeremiah to get understanding. Daniel also was in the reign of Darius. Zechariah is prophesying in the reign of Darius. Why, KJ? Because they are all in the Babylonian 70-year captivity that Yah prophesied through Jeremiah that Judah and Jerusalem will be going to Babylon for 70 years. And that actually happened. You got to start at verse 1, family. It's your foundation. So Zechariah is in a Babylonian captivity with everybody else. Jump down to verse 7 through 11. 7 through 11. Now remember, I just read in Zechariah 6 that these horses are the fourth spirit. What are their jobs to do? Let's see. Verse 7. Upon the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month Sabbath, in the second year of Darius, came the word of our Elohim unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, the son of Edu, the prophet, saying, I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him were their red horses, speckled and white. Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom the Lord hath sent to walk to and fro through the earth. And they answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees and said, We have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest. Oh, that's what these angels are doing. They making sure that the nations are not going crazy. They making sure that nobody is not pushing any buttons. They making sure that nobody is not pushing a nuclear button. The earth sitting still. All nations is where they're supposed to be, and ain't nobody doing what they should not be doing, y'all. These angels is keeping everything under control. Just like in Revelations 9, the angels are holding back the four winds. What do the four winds represent? The Gentile nations. So these spirits riding upon these horses that came from between these mountains, their job is to keep everything in check. Y'all notice that even though nations are fighting each other, ain't nobody really dropped no nuclear bomb on nobody that can destroy everything. That's why these angels are keeping everything in check. Because he know that man, he don't got no common sense. That's why the Bible said, if I don't shorten the days, it won't be no flesh saved. What can kill all flesh? A nuclear bomb. And everybody is starting to get one. Everybody want one, and everybody got one. And they want to use them too, y'all. They want to use them. Let's go back to Zechariah chapter 6, and this time verse 5 through 6. Because even though this lesson is very short, now people can edify themselves and others who ask them, who are the two mountains of bread? It was two mountains, right? One of them represent Western European Union. Now we got to find out who is the other mountain that's going to be fighting against Western European Union. Remember, two mountains of brass, these are two kingdoms, two governments. I know that the Babylon in Jeremiah 51 is the European Union. We know that. That's one mountain. But who is the mountain that's going to fight against them, though? Let's go back to Zechariah chapter 6 and verse 5 through 6. 5 through 6. Zechariah chapter 6 and verse 5 through 6. And it reads, And the angel answered and said unto me, These are the four spirits of the heavens, which go forth from standing before the Elohim of all the earth. The black horse, which are therein, go forth into the north country. Remember this. Remember what I just read. The black horse go forth into the north country. Y'all already know who that is. Most of y'all know who that is. Let me keep going. And the white horse go forth after them. and the grizzle go forth toward the south country. Y'all should know who in the south country. Who is in the south country? Who joined BRICS with Russia? The South African president, family. Egypt is in the south, family. From Russia and them. It's in the south. So all these nations that's going to be fighting against the West, he's sending out these spirits to go to each direction to make sure everything is in check. It's Africa that's in the south, family. Africa will be joined with Russia. You got nations going to be joined. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all in the chat, Elder Mac Main, TXB for you. Watch this. Let me show y'all that all this stuff is lining up just like the Bible said. Check this out. This is BRICS. And look who joined BRICS, y'all. South African president. Y'all see this? Look where Russia at, in the north country, right? Here go the north country. Russia is in the north. Vladimir Putin is the one he say, and he sent them to the north. That's Russia, fam. And then he sent them to the south. Look, that's Africa. This Bible is a true book, man. These people joined BRICS with Russia. Just like you got the EU, Russia then created something called BRICS, where he gonna have nations that join him, and they gonna also help him fight against who? The other mountain, which is the EU. Which is the EU, fam. Let's get out of here. I just wanted to show you that this man, president of South Africa, joined BRICS with Russia. Let's go back. That's right. Absolutely. Facts. Verse 6. The black horse, which are therein, go forth into the north country. We know that's Russia in them. And the white go forth after them. And the grizzle go forth toward the south country. And the bay went forth and sought to go, that they might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, get you hence, walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Then cried he unto me, and spake unto me, saying, behold, these that go forth toward the north country have quieted my spirit in the north country. Who is this, KJ? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50. And I only got 3 more scriptures after this. Jeremiah 50. You remember what he just said? The north country, right? Let's get it. Everybody should know who this is. I'm going to show a picture, though, while I'm going here. Right here. There you go. Russia all the way in the north. That's who we talking about. Russia. They are in the north country. So when he say he got a nation coming up against Babylon from the north country, the north country, he's talking about Russia and all the allies that going to be with Russia. Who are some of Russia's allies? Here go Iran. Here go China. And guess what? African nations are going to be joined with Russia. And right between here where you see Iraq, this the Euphrates River. Remember, they coming down to cross the Euphrates. And then you're going to have nations coming from the west. Here go Turkey. Remember, I always told y'all that Turkey is right there by the Euphrates. That is the divider between the west and the east. Is what? The Euphrates. The Euphrates. So these two mountains of brass, which represent east and west. Russia is coming out of the north country to fight against Babylon. Russia is coming out of the north country to fight against Babylon. Not Nebuchadnezzar or Babylon, but the Babylon in Revelation 13, the Babylon, Mystery Babylon in Revelation 17, and also 18. It's the same beast system, y'all. It's the same beast system. Okay? You just have church and state, the religious part, the economic part. There go Russia, though. They're coming out of the north country. How we know that? Jeremiah 50. And I have 3 more scriptures after this. Jeremiah 50. And I'm going to read verse 1 and 2. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Jeremiah 50, verse 1 and 2. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, the word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet, that cry ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal. Conceal not. Say Babylon is taken. Baal is confounded. Mordak is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north, read that again, KJ. For out of the north, there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate. See, Nebuchadnezzar was never made desolate, right? Y'all remember that. Nebuchadnezzar's land was never made desolate. His son died that night, and the Medes and the Persians took over. That was it. It was not made desolate. But he's saying this Babylon, he's going to make desolate from the nations that coming from the what? The north. The north. Which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They should remove. They should depart, both man and beast. In those days, and at that time, said your Elohim, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, together going, the children of Judah and Israel, together going and weeping, they should go and seek their Elohim. So this is the same time when all this is going on, we as a people is waiting on Yahshua immediately after the tribulations to gather his people. Let me say that again. As Mystery Babylon is ruling, World War III will also be going on at the time that the man of sin is revealed. Once he's revealed, he's sitting in the temple, World War III gonna kick off. While they are fighting each other, something happened. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun did not give her light. The moon turned to blood. The stars fell from heaven. And Yahshua, he was revealed. And everybody saw him sitting in the heavens. And then they're going to turn their weapons on him. And he's going to destroy them miserably. That is actually how this thing is going to happen, that the nation coming from the north is going to fight Western European nations' armies. I'm about to show y'all something after I read this. It's going to blow your mind. Watch this. Verse 8 and 9. Okay, I'm supposed to have jumped down. My bad, y'all. Jeremiah 50, I read verse 1 and 2. Now jump down to verse 8 and 9. And listen to this. He said, remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans and be as the goat before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. That never happened in Nebuchadnezzar or Babylon. But he just said an assembly of great nations. We talking Russia, we talking Iran, we talking China. And all the other allies that's going to be joined with Russia, even African nations. Verse 9 again, for lo, I will raise up and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. What are arrows they going to be shooting, y'all? Missiles. Missiles. He say none shall return in vain. So when they do start to use these weapons, Babylon, you're going to get a mouthful. America, you're going to get dealt with. That's what people don't understand. America is a daughter and an extension of this great whore. She going to get dealt with too, fam. All nations going to get dealt with. They're going to be for stubble and rubble. Now let's go to Revelation 16. Because when is all this going to happen, KJ? Because a lot of people say We about to go into World War III, but this is why reading is fundamental and comprehension. Why, KJ? If World War III about to happen right now, it's supposed to be the man of sin should be revealed. I don't see him. Where he at? Where's the man of sin? I don't like saying antichrist because there are many antichrists. Where is the son of perdition at? Where is the man that's supposed to lead the European Union? Where are these men? I don't see them. A lot of things have to be fulfilled before World War III fully kick off, where they actually go up against Mystery Babylon the Great. Let me show you one of them. Revelations 16, verse 12, and I have one more scripture after this. Revelation 16, verse 12. So now that we know that Russia coming from the north, we know that the South African president then joined BRICS. This is BRICS, the BRIC countries and their leaders. Here go China. Look at that. You know China was, man, what is that, man? My bad, y'all. There go China. No China gonna be in there with Russia. Iran gonna be in there with Russia. You even got the Indian president, the prime minister of India. He ain't there with Russia. Who is this over here? Got Brazil over here with the BRICS. South African president with the BRICS. Come on, man. Russia is forming its alliances. Against who? The West over here. The West. They're gonna throw down, family. What else? Let me see before I read. Look at this. Look. How people gonna argue KJ down and the United Nations building look just like the Tower of Babel? Let me ask that again. Look at the United Nations building. They didn't finish the building at the top on purpose. Just like they didn't get to finish the Tower of Babel. So I ask again. This is the United Nations building, family. Talk to me. Look at the old Babel, look at the new Babel. They didn't even finish the building at the top on purpose because they know who they are. They know who they are. Let's go to Revelation 16, verse 12. Boy, it sure fit in there quite good, huh, y'all? Look at that. I mean, it fit in there good, boy. It went right in there. Can't even really tell a difference. Old Babel, new Babel. Yep. Let me read this. I want to show y'all this. Now, y'all see this man right here? His name is Macron. His name is, let me get it, Emmanuel Macron, right? Now, I want y'all to see what they said about this man. Let me bring this in close. Y'all got to see this. It says the French president, Emmanuel Macron, is the man some are now calling Europe's leading figure. On March 16, 2018, from his growing seat of power, what happened to the screen? Oh, come on, man. Jesus. This is crazy. All right, man. My bad, y'all. Dang. They just took all my little images down, boy. I tell you. Let me put it back up here, man. Okay, first I was showing y'all this. Okay, this is all the nations. This is not all of them, but we already know China gonna be with Russia. Here you go. Here go China. You go to Prime Minister of India. He go to South African president. Then we got Brazil. These are some of the nations that joined BRICS with Russia. They're going to be fighting with Russia. Russia making its alliances. Okay. And then we have, here go another map. Y'all see what this map say? Look at this. West, North European plain, and East European plain. The West versus the East, man. Here you go. They're going to fight, family. Western Europe versus Eastern Europe. Okay? So we got that out the way. Here go, look at that. Look at the Tower of Babel and look at the other Tower of Babel. Look at the top of the building. They didn't finish the building on purpose. Look at that building, man. It fit right in there, huh? Can't even tell the difference, huh? No, you cannot. What else I want to show y'all? I want to show y'all this. Let me read this. This guy right here, this white guy, his name is Emmanuel Macron. I want you to see what he said. And then it's going to connect with Revelation 13. Listen to this. It's a French president push for a 10-nation defense force. Hold up, time out, KJ. Why 10 nation? Just like in Revelation 13, y'all, it was 10 crowns on their head. He trying to find a 10-nation defense force, meaning military. Bible a true book, boy. It said French President Emmanuel Macron is the man some are now calling Europe's leading figure. In March 16, 2018, from his growing seat of power, he has created a 10-nation coalition of the willing to spearhead the European Defense Initiative. What y'all think a 10-nation coalition is? He ain't talking about military. Why 10 nations though? Because it's just like the Bible said, y'all, in Revelation 13. But they want y'all to believe this talking about America, and America don't got no 10-nation defense force, fam. Y'all know what's so crazy about all this? When they was signing the treaties of Rome to bring all of Europe into a one common market, this has nothing to do with America, man. All of Europe flow through one market where they do the services of trades of services and goods. European market is one of the largest markets in the world. And they created that market for all of Europe to do commerce through that one market. All of Europe. That's why the treaties of Rome. And guess who was at the head of the treaties of Rome? The Pope. Look at the name, the treaties of Rome. He's the big dog. He's the big dog, family. So they looking for a what, KJ? A 10-nation defense force, military, armies. To fight who? Against Russia. How you know they're trying to fight Russia, KJ? Look at this. And then I'm going to read the last scriptures. It say, look what this man said about Russia. It say, as Emmanuel Macron says, the EU troops may fight against Russia for Ukraine. The European Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen, saying prepare for war. This is the European Union talking about they want to go to war with Russia, talking about prepare for war. And this is what the book say, 2 mountains of brass. One sit in the west, one sit in the east, northeast. That's Russia in them. China, Iran, all them. 2 mountains of brass represent these 2 kingdoms. They're going to clash in the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is book, man. Russia is a big dog because he's a part of God's army. Iran and China is joined with that big dog. That boy say prepare for war. Here you go right here. Why are you doing it? There y'all go. These are big dogs. None of this is happening by accident. This is all by design. It's like the Most High created a military game. He got all the players, what their positions are, who gonna do what, who gonna fight who gonna win the battle. And then he gonna come and he gonna defeat all of them. Revelations 16. And one more scripture after this. Revelation 16, verse 12. Revelation 16, verse 12, family. I'm going to say this before I go. If you don't see the abomination of desolation, we're in the beginning of sorrows in Matthew chapter 24. But once you see the abomination of desolation, then you're going to really know what time we in right there. When the man of sin is revealed, you're going to really know what time we in, fam. He haven't been revealed yet. He haven't been revealed yet, but he will very soon. Revelations chapter 16 and verse 12. And it reads, and the sixth angel poured out his vial upon a great river Euphrates, and the waters thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Who is the kings of the east, y'all? What are they preparing for? This is also talking about Russia and them, because Russia sit northeast of the Euphrates, and Western Europe sit west of the Euphrates. So why do the waters have to be dried up? So Western European nations and their armies can come through the Euphrates against who? Eastern nations coming from east of the Euphrates, and they gonna clash at the valley of Jehoshaphat. Did not the Bible say, I'm gonna cause all nations to come down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and there will I sit to judge them? He talking about all their armies. See, they think they just coming down there to fight each other, but Yahshua is gonna gather them all into one place so he can destroy them all at one time, which is genius. So the sixth angel poured out his vial on the great river Euphrates. And some people think that we already in the book of Revelations and the Euphrates is dried up. But that's why it's good to do a little bit more digging, because that is not true. The Euphrates is not all the way dried up. Because the Euphrates run through Syria, Iraq, and into the Persian Gulf. It's still doing that right now. So all the water is not dried up. But it is drying up, but it is not all dried up. He said that it's going to be dried. That haven't happened yet, family. Let's go to the last scripture. Zechariah chapter 6 again, and verse 6 through 8. And this will be last. Pray somebody got some understanding. The two mountains is the west and the east. Eastern nations against western nations. And what divide them? The Euphrates. The Euphrates. There y'all go. The Euphrates, family. Zechariah 6. And I'm going to read 6 through 8. Zechariah 6 and verse 6 through 8. And it reads, the black horses, which are therein, go forth into the north country, which is Russia. And the white go forth after them. And the grizzle go forth toward the south country. And the bay went forth and sought to go, that they might walk to and fro through the earth. And he said, get you hence. Walk to and fro through the earth. So they walked to and fro through the earth. Then cried he unto me, and spake unto me, saying, behold, these that go toward the north country have quieted my spirit in the north country. There you go. So these angels' jobs is to keep everybody in check. So remember, 4 horses came from between 2 mountains. What are their jobs? To walk to and fro through the earth. Just like in Revelations 9, you have the angels holding back the 4 winds. What did the Bible call these nations in the book of Daniel? Watch how cold this Bible is. This is my last scripture. Do anybody have any questions? This is my last scripture. If you have any questions, please feel free. Look at this. Watch this. Now remember, the 4 angels are holding back what, y'all? The 4 winds. They did not call it that. Revelations 9, it said that the angels for an hour and a day is holding back what? The 4 winds. Who are these 4 winds? These are the Gentile nations. Don't believe KJ? At least believe the book. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 1. Watch this. Daniel 7 and verse 1. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sums of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the 4 winds of heaven strove upon the great sea. The what, KJ? The 4 winds. Hold up. One more time, brother. The 4 winds. Revelations 9. I got to get it because the spirit is moving. Because the Bible say prove everything. So let me go ahead and read it, what he said in the book of Revelation chapter 9. This is Revelation chapter 9. And verse 13. And it reads, and the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before Elohim, saying to the 6 angels, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels, which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels was loose, which was prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the 3rd part of men. Oh, I got it. He said, loose the 4 angels. But in Daniel's, he called them the 4 winds. These are armies, family. These are armies, nations. You got to loose them so they can slay a 3rd part of men. Just like in the book of Zechariah, the angels is keeping everybody in check. But once these angels loose the 4 winds, all hell will break loose. All hell gonna break loose on earth. But right now, they are holding the nations back. They are controlling the nations that nobody don't do nothing stupid. Y'all say I gotta shorten the days because this man is goofy. Really a goofball. That's the lesson, family. Pray somebody got some understanding. I thank y'all for y'all time. Thank y'all for participating in the word of Yahweh and the word of Yahshua, because I'ma always tell people this. This Bible is such a true book that I can't understand how people don't believe the Bible. There is no other book on earth like this book, full of prophecy, full of life, full of joy and peace, full of truth and wisdom and riches and knowledge and understanding. How you don't believe in your Elohim, black man, black woman? This Bible is a true book. But I cannot force you to see it. I can only try to plant a seed and pray that Yah would allow that seed to grow in you. This is your book. How can you deny your own heritage and bloodline, promises, the oracles, the covenant, the giving of the law, the kingdom? All this belongs to you. It's yours, but you don't want it. I don't get it. Y'all tell me that you feel dead. You're not alive. I give you the Bible. You tell me, no, I don't want it. Well, you're going to remain dead spiritually. If you want to be made alive, the Bible is the way. Not the way your Christian preacher giving it to you, but the way y'all give it to you, which is unadulterated truth. Do you want it? Come get it. If you don't want it, just get out the way. Don't become a hindrance to those of us who want to live right and live by the standard of Yah. You listen to the judge, though. Judge say, all rise, you get up. Yah ask for some obedience and some reverence to his name. We say no. That's why the Bible says we lightly esteem thy Elohim. Lightly. Not in spirit and in truth. We are blaspheming this man's name in the face of all the world. Represent him terribly. So now he calling us to come back in spirit and in truth. And many saying, no. I don't care about no bloodline. You're acting like Esau. How you don't care about your bloodline? How you don't care about where you come from? How you don't care about your own nationality? You still calling yourself by hairdo. Afro? That's where we at? You an Afro Negro? An Afro American? Nigga, stop. I mean, stop, bro. Stop. Do anybody have any questions for your brother KJ? Does anybody have any questions for your brother KJ? Main thing people want to know from the scriptures of where we at in prophecy, and we in the book of Matthew chapter 24. We in the beginning of sorrows, family. We are in the time of the love of many waxing cold. Y'all see what they doing to our babies? Do y'all see what they doing to our babies? They're actually kidnapping our babies, y'all. They really are. We have to pray for our people. Pray for our children, man. That Yah will keep. Let me say this, man. And I have to say this. I remember I was talking at work to some people. This is when I had worked at the airport years ago. And they was questioning me. A lot of questions, man. Oh my God. Why y'all let kids die? You know, why kids get cancer? Why babies get shot down? You know, why he don't stop the evil? I mean, it was just so many questions. And I was patient and, you know, answered all their questions according to the scriptures. But I asked them a question. I said, did Yah give you a brain? And he gave man brain. He gave us all brains, right? I said, how can you blame Yah for the decisions of man? Well, why he won't just stop it? I say, why would he stop it? He's showing you that since you have rejected me, I'm going to let y'all live the way you want to live. And we're going to see how it fare for you. And look at the world. We have rejected the fountain of living water. And look at the world, y'all. Look at the world. So he letting you do what you want to do. And where you want to be is where you want to be. Don't blame Yah for what's going on in this world. Blame man. These are man decisions, family. This is not Yah. Yah say, I made man upright, but he sought out many inventions. How you going to blame Yah for the decisions of man? You know why children get cancer? Because a man poison food and inject children with things he shouldn't be injecting in babies. You know why babies die? Because the daddy just got through robbing somebody and they followed the daddy home. So when they walked in the house, they killed everybody in the house. He got his family killed. They don't got nothing to do with Yah. You know what? Sometimes Yah let that man live, even though the family died. He'll let you live with what you did to your family. And yet there's going to be the burden on your mind all your life. You know, like that dude that went to McDonald's after peeing on somebody's grave, they killed his baby, but he survived. He got to live with that every day, peeing on somebody's grave. That stupid decision that he made caused your baby to die. How you going to blame Yah for that? Some things happen by chance, family. That don't mean a person was good or bad. Some things just happen by chance. It is a such thing as you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. But guess what, though? I know something about Yah. When you are truly committed to Yah, it don't matter what place you are at the wrong time. Everybody will be protected because you in there. Because you trust him. The whole store got protected. Because you trust him. The plane was shaking, but it still landed. Because you trust him. Nobody got hurt that day. So don't tell me about my Elohim. To those that do good, good come. And to those that do evil, stop crying about the evil that you receive. It's called recompense, partner. You get back what you dish out. So this world is messed up because of man, not because of Yah and Yahshua. So when I hear people saying that, I immediately check them and put them in place. You're not going to blame Yah for this. You're not going to blame Yahshua for this. Blame man for this. He gave everybody of Noah's children a chance to rule the earth, and everybody then went stupid. The Gentiles you have went completely stupid. Ham went stupid. Shem children went stupid. And Gentile, boy, I don't know what you doing. You just kidnapped 34 children in 24 hours. The things that are coming up on you, Gentile nation, oh my God, it is scary. He say he gonna bring things on you you ain't never heard of. Don't you know how scary that is? When I read the Bible, you be thinking in your mind, boy, he didn't bought so many things. What else can be out there that we have not seen? He say he gonna bring things on you you ain't never seen and never heard of. I am afraid, boy, for you. And then y'all won't leave us alone. You gonna keep forwarding the affliction of Yah's apple of his eye, and you think you're gonna escape? That's why I'm keeping it real. That's why there should be no mercy towards you wicked, perverse Gentiles who hate the children of Israel. Now, those of you who don't hate us, you better get out the way. You better get out the way. But these neo-Nazis and Ku Klux Klan and all these militia groups, man, no mercy for you. No, I don't care what happened to you. No love for you, partner. Those who don't got nothing against us, move, man. Just get out the way. You're going to worship Yah like us, worship Yah like us. Put your faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. But boy, all you wicked Gentiles who hate the children of Israel, boy, you're going to watch your children die before your eyes. You're going to know what it feels like to weep and moan for your only son, for your daughter when you're holding them and life is gone. You know, that's what you used to doing to other people, right? You know, bumming their babies to the body parts is all over the place. You going to know what that feel like, Gentile. It's coming to your doorstep. But it's going to be in full force. It's going to be nothing you can do about it. Your guns won't even work. All that training won't even work. Nothing won't work with what Yahshua about to do to you Gentile nations. And he going to give it to you double. Double. That's why I don't even worry about Gentile. I'm just keeping it real. What I'm going to argue with them for? Man, the things that's coming up on them, boy, they have no idea, fam. Double. Double. For all the evil and wickedness they have done to the children of Israel. It's called the big payback. Like Sister Eve just said, the big payback. And they going to receive it, y'all, double. All our people have to do is come back and repent. That is not difficult, man. Come back and repent and come under the authority and power of Yahshua. That's our job. We don't supposed to live like the Gentiles. We don't supposed to live after the world and the rudiments of what the Gentiles do. We supposed to be a separate people, family. We supposed to sever ourselves from this world. Now, we live in the world, but we don't supposed to be a part of the world. Because when you're a part of the world, you end up like P. Diddy and TDJ. Whole name just got stains on it. You know your name is all you got. You should never want stains on your name. They got stains all on their name. P. Diddy all at this man parties, and he a preacher, sitting in the congregation of the wicked. But he a preacher though, y'all. That's my time, family. I'm out of here. I love y'all. Like I told y'all before, I created a video to all my true supporters, all y'all who been showing me love for years. I created this song for y'all. I did one for the CUC family, and I want to do this song for all the beloved true supporters who've been supporting KJ. I'm talking about really supporting me and rocking with me. This song is for y'all, family. Here we go. I pray y'all enjoy this song.
I walk through fire with no shoes. The ground was sharp, but I refused to fall, to break, to lose. When the lights went dim, when the crowd grew thin, you stayed with me. Thank you to my true supporters. You know who you are. Through every crash and corner, you held my heart. Thank you to my true supporters. You're my brightest star. The nights were long, the road was cruel. The world can be a heavy tool, but you made it cool. When the wind would bite, when the wrong felt right, you stood by me. Thank you to my true supporters. You know who you are. Through every crash and corner, you held my heart. Thank you to my true supporters. You're my brightest star.
I thank y'all from the pure heart, family. From the pure heart. Thank y'all. Sincerely. Your brother K. Judah love y'all with a pure heart, family. Thank y'all for rocking with your brother. Now, this last song, my CUC family, I deal with these individuals every single day. It's not one day go by we do not deal with each other, laugh with one another, let each other know how much we love each other. We rock real tough together. No problems among us. Just love and happiness, great conversations. I love these individuals. I love all my people, but I deal with these individuals daily. So I made this song for them, and I want to play it again because this song, I put my heart and soul into this one. This is for my CUC family. Eve, August, Nama, Amina, Oracle, Monster, Namaria, and Abaisi. Shout out to y'all. Your brother love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me real tough and sticking by your brother through all the trials, tribulations, the foolishness, all we went through. We still rocking tough together. Big salute to the CUC family. I cherish y'all. Big salute.
Sweeping up the chaos, ain't no time to lose. Evie's got the vision, sees right through the rules. August keeps it steady, cool like morning dew. Oracle whispers secrets, they always ring true. Amina with the sparks setting flames to the scene. Numbers got the edge sharp and so pristine. Shout out to the clean up crew, making moves like ninjas do. Monster, bossy, breaking through. This one's for the whole dang crew. Monster cracks the pavement, fists made of steel. Bossy calls the shots, keeping it all real. Dust in the air, but we're shining through. This ain't just work, it's what we do. We rise, we grind, we own the night. No mess too big, no shadow too tight. Oh, shout out to the clean up crew, making moves like ninjas do. Monster, bossy, breaking through. This one's for the whole dang crew.
Eve asked me to play the one about Yahshua gathering us from the four corners. This will be the last song, family. But shout out to my son. You know, me and my son, we do this. My son. Shout out to my son, man. But this will be the last one. We made this one called Yahshua Gather Us from the Four Corners. Check it out.
The wind carries whispers through the dust, a promise etched in hearts that never rust. From the valleys low to mountains high, we wait beneath the endless sky. Oh Yahshua, hear the cry from the east and west. We sigh. Gather us from the four corners of this earth. Gather us, bring us home to our rebirth. Oh Yahshua, oh Yahshua. The stars have seen us wander far and wide, but still the truth remains our guide. Through the desert storm and raging sea, we're calling, Lord, Sweeping through the lies like a storm in the night. Truth the lighthouse, shining so bright. They twist the words, they bend the page, but the wisdom of ages can't be caged. You can't fake the fire, it burns too real. Every verse, every line, it's the sword we wield. Cage you to be cleaning up, false doctrines crumble, breaking up. Truth stands tall, it don't need love. Cage you to be cleaning up, cleaning up. They build their towers on sinking sand, but the rock won't move. It's where I stand. Whisper lies fall like broken glass. The word is eternal, it's built to last. The dust will settle, the fog will clear. Every falsehood fades when truth appears. We ain't bowing down, the counterfeit, the book don't lie. And that's the grit. Cage you to be cleaning up, false doctrines crumble, breaking up. Truth stands tall, it don't need love. Cage you to be cleaning up, yeah, cleaning up. Out in the dark, no light to find. Chains on my soul, bound and blind. He walked the road, thorns in his crown. Yeshua shed his blood for me, yeah. Set my spirit wild and free, yeah. Oh, Yeshua, Yeshua, he paid the fee. Storms were raging, skies were gray. The price was high. He chose to stay. Each lash he bore a brighter day. Nails in his hands, the earth it cried. For every sin, the Savior died. Yeshua shed his blood for me, yeah. Set my spirit wild and free. Oh, oh, Yeshua, Yeshua, he paid the fee. Mountains trembled, the veil was torn. Through his pain, a new world born. tried to lock within, but history whispers in the wind. Yeshua was a black man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob too. They walked this earth with skin like truth, feet like bronze, fire in his eyes, truth untold beneath the skies. Oh, the story they disguise. Yeshua was a black man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob too. They walked this earth with skin like truth. Roots so deep they cracked the stone. Kings and queens on a sacred throne. The past speaks loud, it claims its own. Yeshua was a black man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob too. They walked this earth with skin like truth.
In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for joining the Lion's Den with the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Shorsham. Big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And big salute to all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat and the Israelites worldwide. I say peace and blessings. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson Bad with the scriptures, want to say shalom to the mighty nation of Israel, and look up, for your redemption draw nigh. The king is coming. Salute, family.